Hello and welcome to the Strong by Design podcast. Your host today, Coach Chris Wilson, and I'm speaking on a topic that's perfectly suited for me in what I do here at Critical Bench, on this podcast, and in life. And that is obviously the topic of passion. And I want to dive into this. Actually, it's based on, I was prompted to talk about this a couple of ways. Number one, I've been meaning to have a standalone episode on one of our core values here at Critical Bench. But number two, I actually came across an article. It's a few years old, a Forbes article that really caught my eye, and I read through it, and I was just like, all right, that's the sign I need to talk about this on the podcast. And I'm just really eager to get to it. This is just so, oh my gosh, this is so important in our lives. So important. Before I get to it, and I really have so much to say, I wanted to quickly say thank you so much for choosing our podcast. Looking over the years of content and how many episodes that we have at this point, and in our 5th season now, and the show is just at a new level. Looking forward to oncoming hosts and different voices and some amazing stories coming your way. And so that's super exciting for me. This podcast has been a big part of my life over the last 4+ years, and I hope it's become a part of your life. And we're reaching over 80 people in over 80 countries. We have downloads all over the world, and it's just a really wonderful thing to be able to connect with people this way. It's a terrific opportunity, and not for 1 second do I forget that. Every time I have a guest on or I'm talking solo like I am today, I take great pride in the show. I'm super grateful, and I know we are helping people, and that's why we do it. This show is a ministry. It's not currently monetized. We are not making money on this show at all. It's just something that we like and want to do here at Critical Bench because we care about the people that we can reach. And we wanted to be able to reach them in a way that went a little bit beyond just health and fitness. And so thank you so much for listening today. Okay, so passion, the fuel behind all success. And I say that with 100% confidence. I didn't disagree at all with this article that I read. I was 100% on board with it. I think that's what just kind of like pushed me over the edge to rant on this topic today in particular. So let me dial it back just really quickly. Some years ago, the founder of Critical Bench, Mike Westerdahl, and I, Coach Chris, we go way back. Mike and I grew up together. We were really good friends in high school, played football together, and just stayed friends all the way through. So we've been friends for over 30 years. And several years ago, when our team was a bit smaller, Mike and I had a mentor come in, a friend of ours who is also a mentor, somebody that's, really been successful in his own right in life and coached people, worked with people, just a terrific man. He came in and we said, we need some direction and some guidance in our business model. Like we need help with our mission and our vision and another thing. And we wanted to create core values for our company, for the business. And the business at this point was already, 14, 15, 16 years old. But this was really important. So we spent a whole day, the three of us, just talking through this. And we actually came up with the phrase, the term, strong by design, right? That was something that we wanted to incorporate into everything that we do here at Critical Bench. And we didn't know that it would become the name of our podcast. This is before the podcast. So we just knew we liked it. And And I've talked before about the double meaning behind the name of the show, Strong by Design. You were created strong by design, by our Creator, by God. Yes, we have a strong Christian faith here at Critical Bench, and we are unashamed to talk about that because we feel that that's a huge part of who we are as people. We are not a Christian business or a Christian organization. We are not. We are a fitness and health publishing company. However, we are operated and run by Christian men and women, and we want to put a lot of goodness into the world because we just feel that that's what's asked of us, right? To minister to others, to serve other people in our faith, okay? So that's the first meaning of strong by design. The second meaning is that you are also strong by design, by the way you design your life. Not only are you created to be strong, you have to live it out. So it's kind of like faith in action. Like you can have all the faith in the world, but if you're not taking steps, if you're not doing the work, you're not going to get the results. It's just a dream. So that's a big part of our show, is trying to help people in all walks of life, right? Christian or not. Well, I care just as much for a secular person or an atheist or anyone else, and as does our team. We care about all people. That's the message also that we want to put out there, is that whoever lands on our show, we want to be able to just help them, regardless of their background, their beliefs, okay? And so Strong by Design comes to life in terms of that mantra that we start using in our videos and in our content. And then eventually, we come up with the podcast. We're like, oof, I think we know the name of our podcast, right? But in that same day that we worked with our mentor, Dr. Ron Eccles, who was actually on a past episode, way back, episode 30-something, maybe even before that, we came up with core values for Critical Bench, for our business, for our company. And there's 7 of them. I've talked about them before. In fact, the first episode on our podcast that we replaced the trailer. Originally, we had like a little welcome trailer. It was like a minute long. We replaced that with a better episode 1, which is the 7 keys to be strong by design. And Mike and I talk through what these core values are. Obviously, passion being one of them. But we have 7. We have positive attitude, integrity, gratitude, service, passion, decisiveness, and faith. Those are the 7. So this episode's dedicated to passion. I want to talk this out, again, based on this article, which was really in line with my thinking. It just confirmed a lot of things for me, really. Okay, so it's a Forbes article. You can look it up, written by Eugene Gold. It's a July 8th, 2019 article. Okay, it's titled The Importance of Passion as a Business Leader. So I've talked through our core values a little bit, what they are. We've landed on passion, right? So number one, the concept I want to talk about from the article is most people are living this TGIF life. They show up to work on Monday and they're already looking for Friday to come. Can't come fast enough. We have a phrase around here, really kind of Mike and I used to talk about this quite a lot years ago, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. Totally reverse, right? And TGIM, I know, has gotten some steam. I think Eric Thomas talks about that. E.T., the hip hop preacher, I'm a huge fan of his. We were talking about this years ago, though. I don't know who was talking about it first, but we were talking about it more here privately, because as much as Mike and I love being dads and husbands and our life on weekends and coaching and playing with kids and date nights and all that stuff, we love what we do. So we love Mondays because we're back at it. We're back in the office doing what we love. So if there's one thing you can take away from this episode today, is if you can get a little bit more TGIM in your life and a little bit less TGIF, doesn't mean you don't have to like Thursday night and Fridays. Oh yeah, party. I'm just thinking, if you are just fast forwarding through 4 or 5 days of your existence just to be able to appreciate 2, because you're not at work, then you're not living out your purpose. You're not living your best life. And I don't want that for you. Okay. Let's talk about the old adage, love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. People have heard that. Most everyone has heard that, right? Love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. Obviously, you're still working, right? What it's saying is that you'll naturally want to work more because you enjoy it. And you'll avoid that sense of monotony that other people face in their work, in their day-to-day, in their world. Just punching the clock, doing their 8 to 10 hours, punching to get and get out of there and going through it robotically. It's not what we're called to do. It's not what I want for you. That is no way to exist, in my opinion, of course. You might disagree. You might love just getting up and doing the same old thing with very little passion, desire, love, appreciation, gratitude, gratefulness, all those things, and then just leave for the day and blah, 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 blah. Now, you can be passionate about anything. You can be passionate working at a coffee house. You can be passionate working construction. You can be passionate owning your own air conditioning company. You can be passionate with anything as a real estate agent, right? In the financial realm. And I know plenty of those people in all of those areas that are really good at what they do, and they are passionate because it is, a lot of this is service-based, right? They're helping other people. And I think if you're able to really focus on that in what you do, that you're helping someone, that can absolutely be a driver or a fuel. Because I know in what I do, what I've been doing for most of my adult life is coaching and helping other people. And I take great joy and great pride in it. And I think people feel that from me. They've always felt that from me. You can go back and listen to an episode about a year and a half ago I did with one of my earlier mentors, Ben Prentice. He was one of my first bosses in this world of fitness. And he knew that I was passionate. And we got along and we used to talk about working out. And I think he said, that's a guy I want to work for me. He knew I wasn't necessarily the smartest guy or the most experienced. He just knew that that's a guy who really likes what he does. I like his attitude and I want him on my team. And I worked for Ben proudly for several years. And I actually left the job that I loved. I just left to come to Florida after living in Connecticut most of my life at that point. So, all right, I'm getting a little bit off the rails here, but I have a question. Do you lose yourself in your work? Is there a day that you're at work where time just flies and you are absolutely lost? 3, 4, 5 hours could go by and you're just zoning. You're just in it. You're not thinking about anything else. You're thinking about the work. You're focused. All your energy is dumping into that. Okay? If you have that in what you do, there's a very good chance that you are passionate about what you do for work, for a living. If you never have those moments, if you are looking at a clock just to see how much time went by in your day, and that's a regular occurrence, you are not living out your passion. You are not doing what gives you passion for a living. I stay late. I come in, well, I can't say I come in early. Typically, I'm the one bringing my kids to school, so there's only so much time I have in the morning, but I am a stay late guy. I stay late here quite often, but I also work from home a lot because most of what I do is on the computer. So I will be at the computer a lot of times at my kitchen table, my kitchen counter, whatever. My wife will even get a little frustrated with me because I'm not doing a good job of unplugging, which I have talked about in past episodes as well. It can be hard to unplug from something that you're passionate about. Okay? I know I have that problem, but it's because I just genuinely enjoy my work. I love creating things that help other people live fuller, healthier, longer, stronger lives. And I've been able to do this on several different levels, face-to-face, virtually, from a personal trainer to a general manager. I have been in the service space for health and fitness for 25 years. And it's wonderful, and it's what I was designed to do. That's what I believe. It's what I'm very good at. And I think people feel that from me, as I just said earlier. People sense when you love what you do and you have a certain way about you, a certain light that shines within you that other people see, it's hard to beat, man. Hard to beat. And you can't fake that. It has to be authentic. It has to be real. For me, it is. I'm very passionate. Ask the little boys that I coach in baseball. I'm just as passionate there as I am here. I love that I'm unashamed to show it. I don't hold back. I just am who I am. So, what's another reason why this is such a huge driver to success? Outlasting your competition. When passion is fueling what you do, you will naturally outwork others. You will outlast your competition. Because, like I said, you will stay late. You will fail, but you will try again. You will fall down. You will get back up. You will keep going because you're passionate. You love it. You enjoy it. It gives you life. It fuels you. It drives you. It gets you up in the morning. It gets your head spinning when you're not even there doing it. Okay? You care so much that you start to develop this unbeatable perseverance that a lot of people don't have, unfortunately. A perseverance in what you do for a living, who you are in the world. So you're enabled to pursue this success, this area of success in life, even when you fail or come up against that adversity that we all will face, the obstacles of life, the bumps in the road, the valleys. We all land there at some point. But do we push on, or do we throw in the towel and say, not for me? And if you have those moments, that's okay, because sometimes that just helps you find your passion. Sometimes you think you found your passion and you didn't. And that's all right. So if you're feeling like giving up is actually a pretty easy thing, then that's probably not the thing for you. Maybe you got to just go in a different direction. The other thing is, when you're fueled by passion in what you do, in your career, in your work, it makes you better in other areas of your life because you have this glass half full feeling and approach to just about everything. I have my days where I'm in a crappy mood, or, we all have them, but they're moments. I shouldn't say days, they're moments usually. I don't typically ever have a whole day where I'm just in the weeds and annoyed and pissed off and life sucks. It's very rare. Ask anybody that knows me. I might have a moment, but I typically can correct myself and get out of it because of the way I live my life out with passion in what I do, in who I am at work, at home, on the field, with the kids. I'm constantly getting filled back up. I'm pouring out into others, they're pouring back into me. This great thing happens in life. And I think that can only happen when you're passionate. I don't think that can happen when you just feel about something. If you're showing up in your day and you're just feeling like or can't wait till this is over. Sure, again, different stages, right? Listen, there's been very few times in my life where I've had a job or a position that I was like, about. It's almost like when you're living this out in all the areas of your life, the things that you want to be doing seem to just come easier to you. I don't know how to explain it, but opportunities come knocking when people see this in you, right? How about, I told you earlier, I got a job at one of the best premier one-on-one training facilities in the country back in 1999, 2000. And I got it just because the guy on the other side of the counter at World Gym liked the guy behind the counter who was making protein shakes and signing up memberships and checking people in at the gym. That was me. And then it just builds from there. It's a momentum thing. It's a snowball effect, I think, in life. So many jobs. I got a job. When I was working in a fitness center in Florida, the VP of a major furniture company. This is when I was actually doing part-time. I switched from full-time fitness to part-time fitness because of this opportunity. The VP of a major furniture company down here called City Furniture liked me, liked my personality, and he thought I'd be a really good candidate, and I was. And I worked for this company for several years and was surrounded by some awesome people. And I leveled up my management skills. I learned a lot about, I worked in the furniture industry. I had no desire to work in the furniture industry before this, but I tell you what, once I started to work there, I wanted to know everything I could know. And I moved up in the company into management roles and positions. I became a general manager years later at a health and tennis and fitness center. You don't get opportunities like this when you're just kind of finding your way through life. Ho-hum, whatever, can't wait till Friday. So I was finding whatever it was I was doing, what it was, what can I do in this job right now that's going to get me fired up? And I think I just got good at it. I think I just got good at finding and doing things that I could get fired up about. I get fired up about anything. I can get fired up writing a list to go to the grocery store. Because it's just a lot more fun in life to live that way. So I'm invigorated by the work that I do regardless of what it is. Now, again, I've been doing health and fitness work for 25 plus years, since 1998. Yes, 1998. So we're right there. And I've been surrounded by some absolutely amazing, extraordinary people. I've learned so much. I've been so privileged. But it's not just luck. I put myself into these positions, and I think because of how much gratitude, thankfulness, showing up, love, all these things, right? All these attributes that you want from somebody, they just paid off. But it's all centered around passion. It's all I can want for you in life. We have 7 great core values here. I think it starts with passion for me. I think that's the number one. I have a core values poster on the wall over here to my left. Positive attitude, a mindset that chooses to see the opportunities for better in any situation. Service, lead with the heart of a servant, serve with the heart of a king. Integrity, we are committed to following biblical, moral, and ethical practices. Decisiveness, we are fast, massive action takers. Faith, we believe what God has promised will come to pass. Gratitude, we express abundant appreciation for all things. And passion, a deep love of who we are, what we do, and who we serve. For me, that's the foundation to all those other things. It is. So how do you identify your passion? That's how this article kind of ends, is like, how can we help other people figure this out for themselves? If you are not living a passion-filled life, then I feel for you, because it's what I want for you. I feel like it's essential to have this in your life. I mean, my wife, God bless her, she is working her tail off in nursing school right now. She's transitioning from animal medicine after 15 plus years to human medicine, doing an accelerated program to become an RN in a very short period of time. She is brilliant. She is driven, but it's because she's passionate about helping others. She's been helping animals for a long time. Now she gets to help people. If she did not care about what it is, the opportunities that she's about to have, she would not be working so hard, kicking her own butt right now. As a wife and a mother of 2 kids, who's still getting everything done, GSD in it, getting done. Unbelievable. I don't tell her enough how proud I am of her. So what's your passion? You need to make a list. This is what the article says. Make a list of the things that you cannot stand doing. The things you loathe, as it says. The things you hate. Make a list. Look it over. Make a list and check it twice, just like good old Saint Nick. Doing what you love may be more clear after you review the list, right? What didn't make the list, right? What's not on there? What would you not even consider putting on there? That could be a passion. Maybe you have 10 passions. So you got to explore a little bit. Drill it down a little deeper. Figure it out. For me, I know what it is. It's coaching. It's helping other people. It's what I do. I coach people. I coach my team. I lead my team. I coach people on video when I'm given the opportunity. I get to talk and coach people through my words. I get to coach kids on the baseball field. Bunch of crazy 10-year-olds. I absolutely love it. I was at the field the other night till like 9 something. My son just begging me. It's a little bit more batting practice, Dad. Okay, buddy. Hard for me to say no when I love it. My wife blowing up my phone. Where are you? What are you doing? Food is cold. I'm like, I know. School's almost over. Like, let him have a couple late nights at the ball field having fun with Dad, you know? So what I would have wanted when I was a kid, my dad hanging around with me, pitching me hundreds of pitches just to satisfy my desire to hit the ball more. So what saps your energy? What saps it? What pulls it out of you? What sucks out your energy? What provides you no enjoyment? Start to figure that out on that list. And then what provides you with a sense of purpose, a sense of fulfillment? I'm glad I did that. Feel real good when I do that. What gives you joy? A sense of pleasure, excitement, something you think about before you're going to do it. Gives you a little tingle, gets you a little worked up, a little excited. Could be a passion. You got to figure it out for yourself. It's so vitally important. It really, really is. It's what I want for you, because I know you're just gonna love your life more. You gotta love who you are. You gotta love who you're showing up as. You gotta love the world that you're in. Figure it out. Don't be a slave to your work. Life is too darn short. So you got to evaluate this for yourself, what fills you up, and then start to begin the process of doing more of that and less of what is robbing you of your passion, of your energy, of your joy. What's sapping you? When you wake up in the morning, you want to have that feeling of yes, not that feeling of, oh crap. And my feeling of yes on Mondays is even stronger. Sometimes on Fridays, I'm a little sad it's Friday. I'm like, I wish there was one more day. I need another day. I got too much to do. Not enough time to do it. You're not a robot. You're designed for so much more. You're designed for greatness. You're designed to be great. You were created strong by design by our Creator, and you need to live your life strong by design, and it starts with passion, in my opinion. We all have greatness inside of us. We just need to reveal it. I hope you can start to begin that process today. I thank you so much for listening. This has been really fun. These always are. When it's something I believe 100% inside and out of, I mean, it's an easy topic for me to talk about. And I just hope you can start to work in that direction. Figure this out for yourself. Share this episode, please, with someone who needs to hear it, who needs to live a more passion-filled life. Be sure to hit 5 stars if you're listening on whatever platform. Leave a rating or review wherever you're listening. Whatever you can do to help the show, we are grateful and very appreciative. We'll be back next week, as always. On Wednesday, a new episode drops. And we have some great stuff coming. Really, I can't tell you what it is, but some great stuff coming. I promise. Coach Chris here at Critical Bench, Strong by Design podcast. We love you. We want the best for you. God bless you. We'll talk with you next week.